The title of today's story is Horror Awaits. The sun was beginning its descent, casting long shadows across the winding road as John, his wife Emily, and their 16-year-old daughter Lily made their way to their secluded country home. It had been a grueling few months, and they were all looking forward to this much-needed vacation. Laughter filled the car as they reminisced about past trips and sang along to the music blaring from the radio. Suddenly, the music was interrupted by a special news bulletin. We interrupt this program to bring you an urgent message. A dangerous prisoner on death row escaped from the state penitentiary 2 days ago. Authorities warn that the fugitive is armed and extremely dangerous. The public is advised to be vigilant and report any suspicious activity immediately. Lily, sitting in the back seat, leaned forward and switched the station. Boring. We're on vacation. No need for scary news, she said with a grin. John chuckled, but a faint unease settled in his mind. He glanced at Emily, who gave him a reassuring smile. It's probably miles away from here, she said. They arrived at their country home just as twilight began to deepen. The house, a charming old structure nestled in the woods, looked as inviting as ever. Lily, bubbling with excitement, grabbed the keys from her dad and dashed to the front door. She hesitated for a moment when she noticed the door was slightly ajar, but dismissed it in her eagerness. "Mom! Dad, hurry up! The house is already open!" she called out. John and Emily exchanged puzzled looks, but decided it was probably just a mistake. They began unloading the car, enjoying the cool evening air. A minute or two passed and Emily called out, "Lily, come help us with the bags." There was no response. John's heart skipped a beat. "Lily," he called louder. Still nothing. They hurried to the house, carrying what they could. As they stepped inside, they were met with a horrifying sight. Lily was on the floor, tied up and gagged, her eyes wide with terror. Standing over her was a towering figure, a man with a wild look in his eyes and a gun in his hand. "Get on the floor, now!" the fugitive barked. John and Emily complied, their hearts pounding. The fugitive swiftly bound them and forced John to transfer money to an account he provided. Over the next few days, he took their valuables and kept them in constant fear, threatening their lives if they didn't cooperate. He drank heavily from their wine stock, his vigilance wavering with each passing day. The family was allowed to use the bathroom one at a time under his watchful eye, but they could see he was becoming less attentive. On the 5th day, Lily saw an opportunity. The fugitive was slumped on the couch, a bottle in his hand, his eyes half closed. Mustering her courage, Lily asked, "Can I use the bathroom?" The fugitive hissed in annoyance, but then staggered towards her. With clumsy, fumbling movements, he untied her ropes, his breath reeking of alcohol. He then staggered back to his spot on the couch, sinking heavily into it and waving her off without a second thought. Lily moved slowly, her heart pounding, glancing back to make sure the fugitive was still too intoxicated to care. She went to the restroom, but instead of returning immediately, she paused by the fireplace. A heavy log rested there, and she picked it up, feeling the weight in her hands. Stealthily, she made her way back to the living room, where her parents were still tied up, watching her every move with a mixture of hope and fear. The fugitive's head was drooping, his grip on the gun slack. With a deep breath, Lily crept closer. Her parents' eyes widened as she raised the log above her head. Gathering all her strength, she swung it down. The log connected with a sickening thud, and the fugitive crumpled to the floor, unconscious. Lily quickly untied her parents. John grabbed his phone and dialed 911, his hands shaking. "We have a dangerous fugitive here. Please hurry." They bound the unconscious fugitive to a chair and waited, the minutes stretching into eternity. The sound of sirens in the distance brought a flood of relief. Police stormed in, guns drawn, and took the fugitive into custody. As the police car's lights faded into the night, John, Emily, and Lily sat huddled together on the porch, shaken but safe. They knew their lives would never be the same, but they were grateful to be alive and together. In the days that followed, the family tried to return to normalcy, but the memories of their harrowing ordeal lingered. They strengthened the security of their country home and made a pact to always take warnings seriously. The escapees' capture made headlines, and the family's bravery was praised. Lily, in particular, was hailed as a hero for her quick thinking and courage. The vacation they had looked forward to was forever marred, but it also brought them closer, reminding them of the strength and resilience they possessed as a family. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling stories like this. Thank you.